Hey guys, Stephen here from Heresy Academy. This should be part 8 in our video, and this is where we're going to put on the endings or the units of our coin counter. So, just want to have a quick chat about what else we can do now. We changed this over to an apple, so we're clicking the apple. Do want to do a bit of sprite changing a little bit. I'll do that in a bit of spare time. Another thing I want to talk about is the buttons themselves, showing when they're available to buy. Of course, they'll tell you a price on them and stuff like that. But what you could do, simply enough, is you see when we turn off the interactable, it's it's not available, then it is. So we could set something up like that. I'm thinking of doing that for the next video. Before this one, I'm going to just close everything up here. I'm going to just create an empty game object. I'll centralize it. It doesn't really matter on the position. It's not going to actually be used. But this is going to be our converter, and I'm going to add a component and add a new script, and I'll just call this suffix. I think that's how you say it. Create it and add. So let it just load up. So what I'm going to do is basically make like a private and a public instance of this script, which can be accessed. We'll access it from, I think we'll do it in the click script, and basically anywhere that we want it to update the price and things like that. But I'm just going to do it for the coin counter for now, to see we've got the menu down this side. And then also we'll check out these buttons, see about moving them over here or having them written out here as text. Like I said, we can get rid of the button and just use the text, stuff like that. But one thing at a time. And I think Mono Developer is opening. It should be anyway. Let's do this again. But yeah, so like I said, what we've got at the moment, we've got the apple. We click on the apple and sell some. So we can also instantiate some coins to drop. So every time you click, it just drops out a coin or drops 2 coins. If you actually look at Cookie Clicker, it has cookies going around it and the cursor's pointing down, stuff like that. It's got a bit of animation going on. Set something up like that. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. And well, Mono Develop just isn't opening right now, so I'm just going to pause the recording. Oh, wait. No. Okay, so it crashed. Never mind. I thought it was loading there, so let's just do that. We'll just click open again. If it doesn't work this time, I'll just pause the recording and see what's going on, because this happens all the time. I suppose we can talk about what we're going to do in the script itself. Again, I've not written it out. I've not got my plans or anything else. I'm trying to do this sort of as we go along, sort of thing. So I'm thinking we're going to make, like I said, we're going to make an instance of the script itself or the class, and then we will do a private version of that, and then make a public version, which will basically get the private version anyway. It's just a what's that? Is that just? I don't know what's happening here. So again, I'm just trying to talk through what we're going to do then. So we'll create a function that will make our instance, basically to say if the instance doesn't exist, then the instance will be this, which will be this script sort of in this instance here. We'll then work with, like we did with the public integer, and then made it into a function, and then changed it to a float in the last video. We'll do a string version of that now, and that's where we'll do our calculations. I'll put in like, what do we want to do? 1,000, million. I won't do a billion. We'll probably never reach a billion in this. We'll just do 1,000 and a million, and then just sort of update the text a bit. So that's what the plan is. I'm going to pause the recording now because it's not loading. So, and now we've loaded. So this is the suffix script that I've just created and put it onto the converter. Straight away though, I'm going to grab the start function and change this to awake, because I want to use awake rather than start, just because awake works just that bit quicker. I'm not going to use the update function, but I'll leave it there just in case I change my mind. So like I said, we're going to start off with a private, and then we're going to use it static. I think I explained static in one of the videos. And then we're going to get our class, which is suffix, and then we're going to make it an instance. using lowercase for this version, and then the next one, the public one, public static suffix, I'll just call it instance with a capital I. It doesn't make a difference really which way you do it around as long as you reference it. So for the public one, I'm going to open up the curly brackets, and inside you just want to get, and open your curly brackets, and inside these curly brackets you want it to return instance, we want it to return the private instance. Okay. Why is this underline red? Just give me a second, guys. Why is that symbol dodgy? It says builder successful. Why is this red? It's underlined red for some reason. I do not know why. I'm just going to save it and we'll keep going just in case I don't know what's going on there. So like I said, we've got the awake function. I'm going to use this to call a function, but I need to make a function first. So yeah, I'll get rid of the update function. On this function I want to make basically we're going to create the instance, so I'll call it create instance there, open the curlies. So inside here what we want to do, like I said, we're going to do an if, and then using a lowercase instance, if instance equals null, then close it off, open up your curly brackets, and inside these curly brackets you're just going to put instance equals and this, telling it that it is just this is the value of it, this is instance. So what we want to do in the awake function, just make sure call create instance, so as soon as it awakes it makes sure that, you know, if this instance if it doesn't recognize it, then it sets it to this sort of thing. Just want to make sure that I've got the right capital letters. The public static suffix here, instance, is a capital I, so the return is the one with the lowercase, which is the private one, which isn't accessible. Right, I'm just going to pause the recording. I don't know if you can hear the dog. Sorry, I'm back. I just had to close the window. Dog's barking. I don't know if you guys can hear the dogs or not, but anyway. So, hope you understand that. The private instance is with a capital I, so you could call it, just call it private instance. 1 second now. And just call this public instance. And then what you want to make sure you do with the public one, you want to return okay, maybe that's where I'm making it wrong then. Hang on a minute, well, I've got a curly bracket there. Perhaps that's where it's going a bit iffy now. Huh. No, it's still red. Why is it still red? Okay, I'm just gonna have to. I do feel like I probably made a little issue there. I'll come back to that then. I'll come back to that. Put it back to instances just in case. Yeah, for some reason I don't know what it is that's there. So underneath our create instance, I'm going to now create the public string. I'm just going to call it get suffix. So is there something that I don't know about? Yeah, it probably helps if you put this underneath that. So public string. What is happening here? I think my mouse is being weird or something maybe. Public string, and just call this get suffix because we're getting the suffix in this function. And then we're going to use float, and I'm going to call this value because this is the value of everything that we want. Okay, so inside here now we're going to start off with a string, and it's going to be called converted. Okay, so if inside parentheses, we're going to go if the value is more than or equal to. So we start off with 1,000,000. We start off with the biggest value here. So 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, million. Is that right? Six zeros equals 1,000,000. Then open up your curly brackets, and inside the curly brackets, what you want to do is make converted equals. Don't forget this is a string, so this is what it's going to write now. So converted equals the value divided by 100,000, 10,000, 100,000 divided by 1,000,000, and then f. Then what you're going to do is do a dot to string, and then inside the string, open parentheses, I'm going to go for f, and we're going to go for 3 because we want, let's think, so we want 1.000 because it shows the ones, the tens, the hundreds, yeah. So we want 3 decimal points. And then for this one, because it's the million, we can also put a plus, and inside some more speech marks, we're going to put M for million. And we'll close this off. And else if the value is now more than or equal to 1,000, we're going to basically do the exact same thing. Open up your curlies there, drop it in. The converted is going to be equal to our value. Divide this by 1,000 f. Make sure you do dot to string so you can write it as a string. Inside here, same again, we're going to go for f and 3. Make sure you close off your speech marks. And then plus, and then speech marks, k plus. Okay, so this is pretty much what we need to do. The only thing we want to consider now is if the value is not more than 1,000,000, it's not more than 1,000, then it should be okay. But what we want to do is, just to be absolutely certain, we're going to put an else statement, and inside the curly brackets of the else statement, you just want to put converted equals, and put some blank quotation marks plus the value. The reason you're doing that is because it's still a string, so it's still expecting to write something. So you're basically writing nothing then plus the value, because the only thing it writes there is the value. Okay, so I'm going to save this, and I am a bit concerned about this, but I'll come back to that afterwards if the build is successful. So what I want to do is I'm going to go to my click.cs now. I'm going to go down to my coin counter.text. So this is where we need, well, this is where we need this to work really. So it may not work right now. I may need to go out into Unity and let it load back in. So we're looking for our coin counter.text equals our coins plus and then coins to string. What you want to do instead now is completely drag this out, and we'll get rid of the whole thing, and you want to write suffix, which isn't loading, so clearly it's not worked. So suffix.instance, then dot get suffix, and then make sure you do your parentheses, and the value is our coins float from up there. So I'm going to write this out, and it's not going to work, it's not going to recognize it, but I'm going to save it and see what on earth is going on with this now. It still builds successfully. Okay, so I'm going to open up Unity, let it load in, see what error we get, because I'm sure there's going to be an error there. Or 4 errors, a parsing error. We've got 2 of these aren't right, so line 40, line 21, oh sorry, line 7, 8. So I'll jump back in here now, let's see why it's kicking up a fuss. What am I doing here now? So why is this going like this now? Why do you not like this? Oh, Space Arena. Check that out, guys, if it's available at the time that you're watching this. So I've tried to get return instance, yeah, and then closing this off. I'm pretty sure I'll close this off as well. But it's not having it, is it? So perhaps I should probably take that out first. Wow, okay guys, so pardon me. Pardon me. Yeah, so my issue is I put in a semicolon here. I just put a semicolon at the end of the private one. So I just put space here. And I put a semicolon there, you see. And it's just like, oh, what's going on? And I just couldn't see it because it was underlining my curly brackets in the return. I was like, what's going on? But yeah, I've ended the line of code at this semicolon, so now it's not understanding what's starting with these. So please take out the semicolon if you just copy that. Save it, then drop back into Unity. Gosh, I'll drop in. We should see these disappear apart from these two. Not all code pass return of value. Oh, hang on, we didn't do bools, did we? Did we need to do bools? So I'll clear these off now. Obviously, that one won't go away. We'll jump back in here. Let's have a look here now. Right, so now that it's actually loaded, it's recognised it. Let's try it one more time. Alright, suffix. No, it's still not doing it. Okay. Still alright, stop that instance. Make sure I'll go back down now into our suffix function. Inside there, we'll write coins. That's the way that should be. So what is it now? It's our get suffix function down here. So what I'll do is so perhaps I do need to put a bool there, but it's not. I'll just try and write it out so it drops up that hint so it actually just tells you. Public string not everything returns a value. Apparently that's what it said. I don't know. You have to give me a second then. So put in a float. Make sure we just put coins. No, because we put all these as value, didn't we? So put this as coins. Put this as coins. Put this as coins. Put this as coins. I'm going to save it now. Let's have a quick check because it runs fine. Unless there's been an update or something because it's got a weird symbol. Drop back in here. The coins are public float there. It's not everything returns a value. So ignore them two. Oh, whatever wrote value now. 27, line 27 on the suffix one. Oh yeah, there. I'll have to change that to coins. So I should now just say coins, 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 coins. Control and S, drop back to Unity again. The variable converted is assigned but its value is never used. Get suffix float, not all code paths return a value. Okay, well, do we want them to return a value every time? So we should say it's not going to work, yeah. Just bear with me a minute now, make sure I've not messed this up. So I want to do a public string, get suffix, and the float is coins. No, I don't want to do that. Don't click random things. I don't want to put them arguments in there because that's all I'm using. It doesn't always give you a value. The string converted there. I do feel like I've missed something now. So I know everything else is right now. So the public static suffix instance return the instance, that's fine, that's fine. The awake is creating the instance, if the instance is null equal to this, that's fine. It's just in this bit here. The get suffix is what I've called it. The float is the coins, it can be called value if wanted. So the string is converted and it's assigned but not used. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Just excuse me a sec. Hey guys, sorry. So I keep making these silly mistakes, but what we want to do after our else statement, we want to actually return our converted, otherwise it doesn't return a value. And then close it off. Then we'll save that. We don't have to change anything again in the click. It should still now pick this up and go, yeah, great. So go over to Unity now, let it load in. We should see it now working. And we've got parsing error now, so perhaps I put too many things. So line 35 doesn't have a line 30. Oh, suffix. Yeah, so I put too many there. That's fine. Actually, just check. So that one to that one, that one to that one. When you click one, it highlights which one it's attached to. So that one to that one, that one to that one, that one. Yep. So that should be it. So I just put too many curly brackets. So I'll go back to Unity now. It should go away. There we go. Ignore these two again. These two, they keep popping up. I don't know. Maybe someone's set up somewhere. So what I'll do now, we've got our converter with the script attached. So drop the script into the script folder. Close this off. We'll click on play to test it. Oh, sorry, let it just reload itself again because I moved the script. And click play. We'll just get up to 10 there. Just going to quickly try and go up. So you see it's bringing up all these. I'll try and get up to 1,000. The text itself is fluctuating, but we'll set that up again just to make sure everything goes alright. Just trying to make it get up to 1,000 just to show you now. Should work. There we go. So you can see how it goes up to 1,000 and then it goes to K. We won't be able to get up to 1,000,000 because I've not changed the values. So let's say we go to our screen, upgrade back scroller, open that up to our upgrade menu. Let's say item 1. Let's go down here. So the price, let's say the price was just 1 and the tick was 100,000. Oh no, never mind, made it to 1,000,000. There we go. Alright, so what you need to do now is you need to now consider buy all of these, get to 1,000. So now we need to work on our coin, the size of our coin and the position of these, because this is how much we're getting now, but we haven't got the per, what's it, doodles, per second on the end. So we're going to now rearrange these, well not in this video, but in the next video we'll rearrange these around, make sure we rearrange that. So drop this back down. What we don't want is we don't want it to keep doing the 0.5 every time. So you click on get up to 10. We don't want it to do this. We want it to just return absolutely, just as normal. So I'll make sure we set that up in the next video, and we'll rearrange the coin so that it doesn't move, because again I'll just change the tick to be like 100. So you get up to K. When it does that, everything works absolutely fine, and then up to 1,000. Yeah, get to 1,000,000 there. Everything works absolutely fine. I mean, ultimately though, if you can make it go all the way up like this, you don't want it to go ridiculous amounts, because you're just going to crash it, you see. So what you want to do, if you are having a game where it goes past 1,000,000, so let's say to 1,000,000,000, to 1,000,000,000,000, gazillion, zeptillion, million, whatever values you're putting into your game, be sure to check your convert. You may want to do another different type of function, which just basically calculates what the value is, and then sort of just keeps dividing it anyway. I can show you how to set that up and stuff. So yeah, this is it for this video. That's how you set up the suffixes or the unit endings. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe so you can see the rest of these videos. Have a look at other videos as well. Like, I've got the Angry Birds videos. I'll be jumping back on that again soon. I've got that breakout video. I'll be working on a point and click game, a platformer game, and also just doing a C# fundamentals series rather than trying to make a game, just basically teaching what things are, what things mean. So be sure to look out for those on the channel. Like I said, subscribe and you'll be able to keep up to date with any new videos. Drop some comments if you want to give me some feedback, give me some suggestions, like what do you want to learn. And, you know, if you've got a bit of spare money, head on over to the Patreon page. The link will be in the description. You know, consider pledging. Even $1 will be absolutely awesome from people. So, yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys.